I waited a while before I chimed in on this, and I did it for a reason. First of all, number one, my condolences go out to all the families who have lost children because of a mental health issue. Something is going on when young white teenagers take a pistol and a shotgun and go into a public school and just start shooting anybody they can. What is the anger? What is the condition of the mind? What is the purpose? Now, the news media is really having a time, because now they can't point their fingers and throw all their assaults towards the AR-15 because it wasn't used. It was a pistol and a shotgun. And I can't tell you how many times that in this country, when you have melanated people carjacking, robbing folks, the solution, according to the government, is to build more prisons. And the reason why we build more prisons is because they own the stock market. And you can get a bunch of cheap labor, albeit I would say slave labor, through the prison camps. But nobody ever seems to address the mental health issues and the mental troubles, the sickness that is going on that causes people. And it's systemically white people. It really truly is. White men. It's systemically white men that for some reason, and we talk about this here on community and in the ministry, because we have a diverse group of people, and we talk openly. We're not all sensitive like y'all. We call you, you're white, you're white, you're brown, you're brown, you're black, you're black. That's just the way it is with us. I know some of you take it as racist, but we really truly got to look at this and ask ourselves, why is it that when a white man gets angry at someone, he got to go into a post office or go into a school or do whatever he can to just shoot the hell out of every damn body? But then if it's a black man that does the shooting, he targets an individual. Now we're talking about by whole, because we can just single out isolated incidents and argue at this stuff over and over again. But there's some mental health issues and troubles and problems to when you want to go and kill innocent civilians. Again, and nobody likes my solutions. My solutions is, of course, I know they're school teachers, and it's obvious that these SRO, the school resource officers, when I was in school, you never even saw police at the school unless they were picking up a child. Now they got police officers that actually stay at the school. And of course, if it was like that one, there was a couple of deputies that had that shooting going on down in Florida. They'll wait till the shooting is over with before they decide to go in there and put themselves in harm's way, because they're not about to lose their lives because some psychotic or psychopath decides to go in and start shooting everybody up. And I wonder what has happened to all those deputies that just simply stood down and did nothing. And I mean nothing. That's one thing about in the military, you know. And I'm not talking about the military in general. I'm talking about airborne, Rangers, Special Forces, Delta. There's a total different level of camaraderie, a total different level of brotherhood, a total different level of friendship, a greater level of discipline, especially in training. That's just in the Army. I'm not exempting Force Recon or the Navy SEALs. But I do know that in those higher level of disciplines, that when we're out in the bush, out in the field and stuff, none of that racism crap is ever factor in on nothing. Utterly amazing. So it speaks to the division that we have in this country. It speaks to the social divide and the social ills that we have going on in this country. Something is systemically wrong. They also said that this child, who they probably don't, I don't know, this child was an avid video game player of first-person shooter games. Avid. But a pistol and a shotgun. Now what the world is going to say, you're going to find out, like I told you before, that the left is after all guns. Not just a DR-15. They're after all guns. Which they ain't going to get them anyway, but that's what they're after. Because a lot of people got to die in order for that to be implemented. And I do mean a lot of people, and usually the policymakers, the ones who are making laws and stuff, they're not going to be the ones that's going to be in harm's way if they ever try to pass a law, make a law to where there's some type of government confiscation of guns. It's going to be a lot of dead people. That's the next civil war here in America. I know I digressed a few times, said a few things, but the bottom line, we need to address mental health issues in this country. Something is wrong. Now, I think it's demons, but it's still something is wrong. That's where we need to look for the answer.